Remember the old G.I. Joes where they said knowing is half the battle? So I've been kind of thinking about that. I don't think knowing is half the battle. I mean, I get the idea. I think that's some good advice. Like you gotta know what's going on. You gotta be well informed. You gotta learn all this information, and that really helps getting you going in the right direction. But I don't think it's half the battle. I think knowing the information is far less than half. I think the far majority of quote unquote the battle in life is actually the training. Like for example, look at Amazon's workforce. Can just hire any idiot off the street and within 30 days having them a productive member of that machine, to some degree, right? Like it's not necessarily like, hey, we're going to sit down and give you lots of information and then you go freely do what you want. It's, hey, look, here's the rules. They're printed on the wall and then we'll beat the hell out of you or reward you if you do them right or wrong. Unfortunately, it's largely about training. Like, think about Tony Robbins, how he's always talking about building the habits and the rituals and the morning routines. And you hear all of the other successful people, they talk about the morning routines and the habits and the rituals. They're talking about training. They're talking about training their animal. And the more for myself that I'm really seeing it as the far majority of the leverage here is training my animal. Meaning setting my alarm so I actually get up a little bit earlier. I actually do the work I don't want to do. I do that first to get that out of the way. And then I do the stuff I do want to do it later to reward myself. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I'm feeling like I'm managing like a 2-year-old or a dog. Why is this working so well? Because if I just go watch one more YouTube video or read one more book or learn a little bit more about why I'm not motivated or working on this, like that's not helping. It still isn't helping. I think this is a big thing that we all really dramatically struggle with today with the internet because the learning side of the coin is so intense. You could just sit in front of the internet all day and learn more knowledge than the greatest scholars of the world had 100 years ago, right? And therefore our ability to train, our ability to say, I'm going to get this done by 3 o'clock. I'm going to build this by the end of the month. Our abilities to do that is diminishing while our learning is going higher. And therefore our productivity overall is actually kind of struggling. And really kind of be realizing that you've got two sides to you. Yes, you have your human mind that loves to learn and figure everything out. Great, it's going to take you really far. But you still got that animal, that ancient animal that is lazy, rebellious, it likes sugar, it likes to procrastinate, and it is there to betray you and screw you up and find ways to get that short-term happiness and therefore rob you of your long-term goals. Right? And so getting aggressive on the reality that there is an animal inside of me and I have to beat it and I have to train it and I have to reward it. And the more that I've been doing that, the more that it's actually been working, unfortunately.